Greek-American Michael Kratsios, director of White House Office of Science and Technology Policy, has claimed that the U.S. government has technology that can manipulate time and space. The statement was made in a speech titled Remarks by Director Kratsios at the Endless Frontiers Retreat, published on the official White House website. Advances have not stopped, but something has gone wrong, he says. Stagnation was a choice. We have weighed down our builders and our innovators. The well-intentioned regulatory regime of the 1970s became an ever-tightening ratchet, first hampering America's ability to become a net energy exporter, then making it harder and harder to build. We seem to have lost focus and vision, to have lowered our sights and let systems and structures, along with bureaucracies, muddle us all along. But we are capable of so much more, he says. Our technologies permit us to manipulate time and space. They leave distance annihilated, cause things to grow, and improve productivity exponentially. According to Kratsios, these cutting-edge technologies can eliminate the constraints of distance. He further suggested that technological progress was deliberately slowed during the 1970s, hinting at a period of intentional stagnation. Honestly, that makes quite a bit of sense. After World War II, we innovated and we were at the forefront of technological advancement until about the 70s. Now, look at China's infrastructure compared to ours. They annihilate us. They completely blow us out of the water when it comes to infrastructure. They're putting money that they gain from us back into their people and their country. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what he said at the podium. Check it out.
It is not enough to seek to protect America's technological lead. We also have a duty to promote American technological leadership. A gap lies between our moment and the speed of transformation America experienced mid-century. Progress has slowed. Yes, large language models astonish us. Rockets still turn our eyes upwards, and satellites envelop the globe. But as we look forward to America's 250th birthday celebration next year, our progress today pales in comparison to the huge leaps of the 20th century. Consider the country of 50 years ago. As the nation approached its bicentennial, Americans looked forward to electricity that was too cheap to meter. By the end of 1972, 30 nuclear power plants were operational, 55 were under construction, and more than 80 were planned or ordered. That same year, Apollo 17 astronauts became the 11th and 12th men to walk on the moon. 5 years before, the X-15 rocket plane had set a speed record for a crewed aircraft of Mach 6.7. America was flying higher, faster, and further than ever before. Today, however, energy prices still burden producers and consumers alike, and the grid remains precarious. Over the past 30 years, only 3 commercial nuclear reactors have been built and 10 have closed. Despite spending almost twice as much on healthcare as peer nations, we have the lowest life expectancy. Apollo 17 steps on the lunar surface have proved mankind's last. The X-15's record still stands, and the Concorde was decommissioned more than 2 decades ago. Our passenger planes are slower than they used to be. Our trains crawl compared to those in other parts of the world. Our cars do not fly. Advances have not stopped, but something has gone wrong. Stagnation was a choice. We have weighed down our builders and innovators. The well-intentioned regulatory regime of the 1970s became an ever-tightening ratchet, first hampering America's ability to become a net energy exporter, and then making it harder and harder to build. We seem to have lost focus and vision, to have lowered our sights and let systems and structures and bureaucracies muddle us along. But we are capable of so much more. Our technologies permit us to manipulate time and space. They leave distance annihilated, cause things to grow and improve productivity. As Vice President Vance said in a recent speech, the tradition of American innovation has been one of increasing the capacities of America's workers.
I just want to say, did you all notice that quick brow wipe after he said what he said about manipulating time and space? He knew he went out on a limb there. This is a little win for all of us theorists that told everybody about the Philadelphia experiment, where they teleported a ship from a naval shipyard in Philadelphia to a naval shipyard in Norfolk, Virginia. The men were said to have been fused within the walls of the ship. I would say that this was probably one of the first times our government had used the technology. That's why the men ended up getting fused within the walls and they had to cut them out. It would have been absolute chaos. Of course, they eventually mastered it and used it in situations, well, maybe not our government per se, but it was used in the situation of MH370. Could it have been extraterrestrials? Absolutely. Nobody knows exactly who did it. But I would say that something similar to this technology is what he's talking about. And he didn't say it here, but the annihilating travel. From what I've heard online is that they've mastered the ability to teleport people or humans, organic matter, anywhere in the world, and they'll get to their destination within an hour. And that's just what we know of, y'all. This stuff is much more advanced than we can even fathom. I'm talking time travel to the past, to the future. Insane tech that is absolutely baffling as well as mind-bending. I believe it originated, without a doubt, from extraterrestrials. This is also going to be in tune with light speed travel and warp drive bubbles, no G-forces, being able to travel at the speed of light without even feeling it. This is what I believe we are at the forefront of. A lot of those craft and those drones that you're seeing travel that fast, I believe, are man-made. Of course, some of them I'm sure are extraterrestrial, but I believe a lot of them are man-made. I believe that we can travel through oceans as if they don't even exist. And that's just scratching the surface. The next video I'm going to show you is General Stephen Quast speaking to a group at Hillsdale College about the future of technology in the military. He worked at an Air Force base in Colorado for 33 years, where he got to know scientists and engineers alike. The technology he saw on the engineers' desks will blow your mind. Take a listen.
The technology is on the engineering benches today, but most Americans and most in Congress have not had time to really look deeply at what's going on here. But I've had the benefit of 33 years of studying and becoming friends with these engineers and these scientists. This technology can be built today with technology that is not developmental to deliver any human being from any place on planet Earth to any other place in less than an hour, to deliver Wi-Fi from space where you never need a cell tower to connect, to deliver energy from space where you never have to plug your phone in and it trickle charges and you can use that energy over time. It can be applied to cars, to houses. The technology of Edison and Tesla that we live with in our energy environment, our paradigm today, is expensive, it's dangerous, and it's wasteful. Plug it into the wall, but yet that's what we all do because we are used to paradigms.
So basically, he just admitted that the military knows how to use energy in the ether and actually go wireless when it comes to electricity. That our current way of using electricity is a paradigm. He talks about Edison and Tesla, but Tesla was the first one to actually talk about wireless electricity. In fact, many say he successfully figured out how to do it through his Tesla tower, but the government stole his idea. Where do you think they got it from? And rumor has it, some of the elite and powerful are already using this tech. They're powering their homes, their cars, and everything they own by the ether already, while you and I pay for it. Of course, that's just the rumor mill, and that can't be verified, but these are the types of things that people are already getting access to. Could you imagine never having to plug anything in ever again? This is essentially Tartarian technology. We're talking the apparatuses you see at the top of old buildings, like this one. As I said, we're just scratching the surface. I guarantee they already have electric cars that can perpetually charge themselves. They don't even need charging stations. But the fact that a government official just said they can manipulate space and time, mind-blowing, especially when you think of things like MH370. And I'd say that's a strong move by Donald Trump considering China just built a railway station and a railway for a high-speed maglev train in 10 hours. Yes, you heard me right. 10 hours from start to finish. You can go find it online. We're about to see a technological race between the powers of this world like we have never witnessed. It's going to be amazing. Stay tuned. I'll keep you updated. Stay in the love, stay in the light, be kind to others. Out.